Hello friends, welcome back. Today we are going to discuss about best free WordPress themes available there for to create any kind of a niche blog. I have been observing of late that there are a lot of subscribers who have been consistently watching my videos, and now there are questions about the next steps. There are quite a few questions about the article content, article structure, and also some technical elements and all those things. So I thought maybe this is the best time to basically discuss about some of the other steps involved in creating the niche blog. So the once you basically create you buy a domain, then the next step is going to be creating the basic site while you do your keyword research in parallel and get your content ready. So this is one of the element in the journey of creating niche sites or blogs, where a lot of people spend so much of time, and a few people actually spend a lot of money as well. But then after some point of time you realize that this is not such a significant factor that's worth spending so much money or time in the initial phases. I will tell you why it is. So if you are getting into if you are developing any kind of a portfolio or a like a design kind of a website, yes, you will have to spend a lot of time onto this. But if you are focusing onto the niche blogs or niche website, no visitor come visit your site to for the look and feel, or basically for your jazzy design. They find your site because of the content you already wrote on your site. They found your content as a basically the answer to their query, so they visit your site to get information that they need to answer the query that they have. So that's the objective. So you need to focus on content rather than creating a jazzy design. So there are four popular WordPress themes that are available in the market, and a lot of niche blog creators use them extensively. So I will just mention about them. I believe most of you must have been already aware of them if you are familiar with some kind of a WordPress themes and all those things. If you are not, you can go ahead and explore. So before we get into this, I picked up that WordPress. If any of you are new to web development or this website technologies, so you can either create with using the combination of any of the technologies available in the market, or you can go for the CMS systems like WordPress or Joomla. These are the products which are already content management system, which are already frameworks are built. You just need to apply some themes and configure it and publish your content. So it's so easy. WordPress has been by far the extremely popular and being extensively used by most of the bloggers across the world. So let's check out some of the popular WordPress themes that are available. Number one is Astra, been extensively used and very popular. Number two, Generatepresss. I will also tell you which I am using, which I have used for my blogs, which I have not used. But here, what I'm going talking about is in general, which are popular in the market. Other one is WP Ocean. Third one, fourth one is not a very popular, but off late it's been picked up, and this has become my favorite theme now, just because of the simplicity and also the speed at which the site performs the moment we install this particular theme. So these are four popular themes. These are three popular themes: Astra, GeneratePlus, WP Ocean. Fourth one is what recent entry, and I found this excellent. So I am practically using this. So I included this in this list. And all these versions have free versions and paid versions as well. Now, So a lot of people again you will get tempted to go for a paid version. If you have some money, most of these paid versions also cost you less than $100 or so. If you have decent money and if you basically do not have want to have any limitations and all those things, you can go ahead and purchase the paid version as well. But to start a niche blog, you really don't need a paid version. The free version itself is more than enough to design your website. We will take one maybe one or two example blogs, then we will try to analyze why I said you really don't need paid versions. So let's have a quick look at the sites of these WordPress themes. Astra, here it is. This is the one, wpastra.com. You can go ahead and check it out. You have both premium version. If you want to basically go with the premium version, there is some offer going on there, or you can actually download the free version. That's the number one. Number two, Generatepresss. Here it is. This is generatepress.com. Again, you have a free version. You already have a premium version as well. Some features would vary, like some widgets, some basically some other special features that you need. All those things will come in premium. When I say you need, not for a typical niche blog, but if you are building a excellent high-end portfolio kind of a website, or maybe a industry specific website where you need a very flexible fluidic kind of a design, then lot of these components will come handy. You need not to actually design it, you just you can use them as ready-made. But for niche blog, we are content focused, you really don't need those features. So then basically, even if you purchase premium, you hardly use any of those features. We'll see one or two examples and you will get to know it better. So third one, what I said is WP Ocean. This is also very popular. You can go for OceanWP. So OceanWP. Um, OceanWP.com. You can see there is a free version available. You also have a premium version, and this is been, in general, this is one of the theme popular also for, especially for e-commerce. This has been more popular. This has been one of the more popular themes. But for your niche blogging, the free version is more than enough for you. Now the fourth one, now which is now my most favorite, is the Kadence theme. So if you see it here, so cadencewp.com is the site. So there are different pricing is here. You can actually join their membership. There are multiple apart from themes, there are a few more features and products they're offering, and they have all plugins and themes as well. But I pick up their free theme, which is nothing but where it is. So products, themes, and let me go there, and here it is. This is the theme. You can straight away go ahead and download the free version. Here is the view details, and then basically these are all, there are a couple of other variations as well within this. These are all free versions that you can download and install on your site. Okay, so now to come back to the list of themes, with respect to my experience, I used Astra for one of my site, which was my very one of the old site. Never actually focused on any of the keywords and all those. At that time, just to play around, I created that site. No focus from last 1.5 years or so. Even not many posts are there. It was like more like a project for me. Initially, I used some theme. Then after some time, after getting some feedback from online community, I just replaced that old theme with Astra. So the main objective of mentioning that about this is, how was my experience to use Astra? It was extremely smooth, excellent, and it has all those kind of basic features and plugins that are required to build any kind of a niche blog. And another important thing here with Astra is, there are some startup templates that you get. If you actually go for the pro version, there are huge variety of templates are available. But even if you pick the free version also, there are about, I think, limited, maybe a 10 or 15 versions templates are available, that they call it as a startup start launch package, something like that, that you can actually export import all of them, and that itself is more than enough for you to create a niche blog. And on top of it, if you have any plans to use the page builder like Elementor, this is perfect fit. Astra works very well in combination with Elementor. Then Generatepresss and WP Ocean I haven't used anywhere. WP, but I got some feedback from various groups and communities that these are also very good. Generatepresss is very popular. A lot of people you also promote this as their affiliates, and WP Ocean also I found that a lot of people have been using it. The fourth one is Kadence, which I discovered just about 6 months back. Now recently, about a month back, I my main site for which I have been creating that income report and all those things, I transformed into this team. I migrated to the Cadence team, and then the new site that I am planning to launch sometime maybe end of this month is also built on Cadence team. I found is really good, very plain, no when say very plain, all whatever the basic things that are required are there. We don't really need any extraordinary features for to create a niche blog. So that's why I felt like this is very good. And another thing I found is I am off late I started using Gutenberg. I moved away from Elementor, and this particular theme is going very well with Gutenberg page builder. So that's one more reason for me to stick to this. Apart from the speed that is offering with out of box installation. If you don't install a lot of plugins and other add-ons, just install this theme, and you can have those 5 to 10 basic plugins. It was straight away was giving about anywhere mid about 80 to 90 page speed, which is excellent. And then if you do a little bit of tuning, you may actually it may go up, but that is a different topic. I don't want to talk a lot about that because I am not a technical expert to uh, increase the page speed to the highest level. I just do the basic things that I learn from other bloggers. So these are two that I personally used. One is Astra, other one is Cadence. I can say that both are excellent, very smooth, very easy, and you can easily install on your own. Or if you think why we even need to get into that, you can actually pay probably maybe a $40-50 also. You easily will get some WordPress developer who can install this and build those basic pages and skeleton that is required. So then upcoming to Generatepresss and WP Ocean, I no experience, but I think there is enough feedback in the market, in the community, that these are also doing good. Other thing I want to tell you, I am not a technical guy. Uh, in the sense, I don't know how to code any of these PHPs or HTML and all those things. So all I do is install and just to do the configuration. With that itself, these two themes are more than enough to build a very good niche website. So why I am repeatedly saying that these are good enough, you really don't need a lot of features and all those things, because niche websites are content focused. Let's look at a couple of examples that I earlier demonstrated as part of case studies of few micro niches. So let's look at the latest video that I created was related to office chairs. If you are not yet watched that particular micro niche, go ahead and check it out. So if you see the blog, right, the first homepage is basically there is an image and all those things. This nobody, hardly people will actually visit your homepage if you are a niche blog. People, more and more people visit your homepage only when you become a branded website. Keep that in mind. But what this there is a madness actually when you start this career. I am also not exception. I also gone through this kind of a feeling that people want to create the best looking website, and they spend so much of money, so much of effort, time to design and to looks a lot of other website to come up with unique design, that is really not really worth. Believe me, you will realize this after maybe after a year or so getting into the journey. You feel like wish you would have spent that time in doing more keyword analysis, more content creation. So because not many people will visit home page, because you are not a branded site, people will find you through search. Mostly they will find your articles, they will just directly land onto your article page. If there are any internal linking, they will actually go to some other article page. Hardly people will come onto your home page. So keep it simple. Now, our main element in any of the niche website is your article. So let's pick maybe one of the articles here in this particular website, and you will find a typical the similar kind of a format. If you go to any other website, niche website also, you will normally will have a banner. This particular article doesn't have even banner also. Straight away they started with the content. So there is a header, and then immediately basically there is a content block, there is a small image, and then a table of contents, then list of products, a table basically technically, again header, and then product image, product description. If you see, then repeat. So same this format will gets repeated again. Another product name, description, image, product name, description, image. That's how the typically niche websites look like. And then in sidebar you will have a recent post categories, and maybe if you are applied AdSense, you will have some ad blocks on the right on the sidebar. And in footer also, simple footer will be there. You will have a disclaimer and normal pages like about and contact, and a simple comment form. This also of late people are disabling this, because not these comments are not really helping the blogs of late. So that's about it. If you see, that's this very simple. So let's look, maybe we'll look one more website. So there is one more micro niche I spoke few weeks ago. That's about the dog food, probably. So maybe these are something else, but this is one of the website. If you see here, let's look at maybe one of the article. This is also one of the niche blog. And if you see here, again, this is what I said. There will be one banner image, and then header, and then content, and a table, and then basically followed by some headers, some content, few images in between, and some links. That's about it. This is how your any of your niche blog structure looks like. If you actually make it more jazzy, or bring in lot of complex design, actually readability will get affected. Our intention is to keep the visitor on the site to read through our content, scan through our content, scroll through the pages, and then click these links, and then stay on the page for longer period. So that for that, when you are writing a 2000 word, 3000 word article on a blog post, so your readability should be extremely good. For that, you need to have a very simple design, and good font that is not very high on your eye. So these are the basic things that you need to take care. So you see here also, right side you have simply basically search bar, and then some kind of a content block, and even the links of the recent posts also not there. If you want, you can actually put it. So this is how it is. So out of these two, this block is basically built on WP, on Astra, I guess. So this may be something else, but structure more or less looks like typical your niche block. See, if you see here, theme, see here, this is basically built on Astra, and I think this is the free version only. Otherwise, I am not 100% sure, but built on Astra. And looking at the design, right? Free theme is more than enough. There are no. These are all the basic elements that you will find in any of the theme. So I don't find any exceptional or design elements that you really need to for which you really need to go for a pro version. But in case if you think that in the future you may want to expand, you are a person who love to have a little more stylish kind of a design, especially for the pages, not for the content blocks, maybe for the home page and all those things. And if you think you can afford those, maybe a $100 or $200, whatever they offer for, go for it, no issues about it. But my intention is basically to let you know that to start a niche blog, you really don't need a premium theme. Your free versions are more than enough, and there are enough options for you to basically pick to kickstart your niche site without really spending any money to purchase the any of the premium theme. So typically what we look for, what ideally you should focus when you are creating niche blog is the requirements should be fulfilled. Okay, what it means is your main focus is to create a content rich blog post, content rich articles. Publishing content rich articles is the main objective. So for that you need a clear simple design and good font variation available. And when you want to vertically split this content block, right, so if you want to put image here on the right side or left side or top bottom, those kind of few features. And then basically if you want to decorate your headings, and if you want to include your buy now buttons, or if you want to create a table, these are all the few elements that you really need to create a content rich post or page. So those are your primary top requirements for to create any niche blog. So what you should look for is, does this theme meets provides the feature that meets your requirement, your primary requirements. Primary requirement not about creating a very animated jazzy design. That's not the primary requirement of a niche blog. That's the primary requirement for another, some kind of a portfolio website or maybe industry specific website. But for niche website, having all those basic elements to create a content rich page, that's what it is. And all these four perfectly satisfies this requirement. Number two, what you also need is um, easy to install setup without much of a technical knowledge, because we are predominantly the niche blog owners, not necessarily web designers. Because you create the site only once, maybe now you keep posting the blogs on that, publishing the articles, but really you day in day out you need not work on the technical aspects. Your focus would be from once you create your website, your focus would be from then on to create the content. So it should be easy to set up. Again, every time when you want to publish a post some onto a website, you shouldn't look into the technical things. It should be very easy to install, setup and manage. Okay, so if you look at all these all these four basically use this kind of convenience. Especially I personally set up Astra and also Kadence. You not even a single line of code was changed. Everything is straight away is available. All are managed through some clicks, uploads and all these things only. Okay, so the second requirement also basically gets fulfilled this, and you should basically verify these things, because you are not going to getting into, your focus is not about the technical aspects. Your focus is onto the generating content, writing more and more content, publishing the content. That's what it is. Number three, in case if there is any issue by because of whatever maybe the reason, if any problem occurs, do you have enough of support community? So for that what you need to look at is how popular these particular themes are. More popular these themes, you will find more support community. Even if you face any problems any point of time, just search for that particular issue. There will be, you will find enough solutions or enough responses for that. And at least these three are very popular. Cadence is still relatively new, but I think it's a manageable. If you are if you are very conscious about this point, then you can actually look into one of these three options. Astra has an excellent, huge community. Support community is not necessarily the people from Astra. There are a lot of people using these particular themes. They also keep sharing and helping others. And the last one is the regular updates. So this is also very important. How this being verified is, if you go to WordPress while org or maybe the themes homepage, you will be able to find how frequently the theme has been updated. Normally what happens is, if there are more installs for any theme, normally theme owners will keep updating it, because they obviously there will be a premium version. If they don't do it, they will lose some their customer. But if there are no enough number of installs, then you normally tend to see that most of those themes are not regularly updated. These are heavily used in the market, extremely popular. There are tons of thousands of installations are there, are happening for using these particular themes. So there are regular updates. You can go to the respective wordpress.org and key in these themes and check it out also. So these are four requirements that the four elements that you should keep in mind while selecting the theme. Not there may be they may be offering a lot of other things, like it comes with out of box e-commerce features. It comes with basically so many flash attractive designs. Yeah, that's very good, good for the theme owners. But are those really the primary requirements for you, or is the question that you need to ask yourself. For niche blocks, these are all the top requirements. When I first one is, when I take requirement is basically content. Let me actually rephrase it. uh, Content page requirements. This is what you need to look for. What are all the elements that are required to build a good, solid, simple content page to improve the readability is the first requirement. Then easy to install, setup, manage, and good support community, then regular updates. So whatever the four themes I mentioned, right? Except Kadence, remaining three I satisfies all these four. Kadence is relatively not as popular as this, because this is still relatively new. I don't say call it as a new. So you will find, in comparison to these three, you may find little less on the fact points of 3 and 4. But I personally experienced this is doing it has been performing exceptionally well. Okay, so that's the some of the important elements and some of the very popular themes. I thought I will share it with you. If you are planning to start your journey, and if you are still confused about which theme you want to select and all those things, you can actually take these guidelines and make a decision. If you want to purchase the premium theme and pro theme, absolutely go ahead and do that. But don't think without a premium or pro theme you can't start a good niche blog. That's all myth. So come out of that kind of an opinion. You still have a excellent options. You still have excellent options available, even with free themes also, to start your niche blog. Okay, I hope you would have found this content useful. Thank you very much for your time once again. Bye.